Hello, my friends. How are you today? It's Monday here in my world, and that means I am headed to the doctor or the labs to get what I hope, but what I don't think will be true, but I hope is my last blood draw to make sure that my HCG levels have gone back down to 0. So it's been 2 weeks since my last one, and I've had a lot of heavier bleeding in the last week or so, which hopefully means that we're gonna get all the way down to 0. That's the plan. We've been talking about this health journey that I've been on as well. And I've been taking some incremental steps to kind of feel good, get stronger, feel good, get stronger, build my stamina. I really noticed I was very lethargic in a lot of ways. I'm a very high energy person. So when I feel lethargic, I still can look high energy, but I don't necessarily feel it. And I think a lot of it has to do with just working through the hormones and miscarriage stuff, because I've been dealing with that since April, and it is now July 31st. And I've had a lot of bleeding over all of this time. And so my body is just like, whoa, what are we doing? And I've been taking my vitamins very well. I told you guys that I bought those ritual vitamins because I saw it on YouTube and saw all these people taking it, and I thought, well, what's the fuss? And I looked into it, and it's actually really cool. It's this see-through kind of capsule, and it looks very pretty. So when I opened it, after I told you guys about it in the last video, I opened it and it's very citrusy, and it is not vitamin-y at all. Very easy to swallow, so easy to swallow that I kind of got a headache last night. So I decided to take some ibuprofen, and where my ibuprofen is actually where my vitamins are at the moment. I must have been in another world and lost my mind, because instead of grabbing the ibuprofen, I grabbed the vitamins and took them again. And I didn't notice it until I put them in my mouth and I went, these are citrusy. And I went, ibuprofen does not have citrus in it at all. So I didn't die, but I felt like I did have a little boost of energy last night. So I did my night routine like next level, and it was pretty fantastic. So I'm feeling good this morning. I did not take more vitamins. I think I've had 2 doses yesterday. I'm more than okay for the day. And I did wake up and exercise today. You guys, I've been so proud of myself. Here's why I'm proud of myself. It's not because, I've like started this new exercising thing and I'm exercising every single day and haven't missed a day. Not at all. I've missed lots of days. Here's why I'm proud of myself. Because I'm trying to live a more balanced life, mentally, emotionally, physically. I have just said, when I can do it, I do it. So this morning I almost didn't go because Marcus, who doesn't typically wake up in the night or whatever, he woke up around 4:30, and it kind of stirred me awake, because I'm usually sort of waking up around then, not getting out of bed, don't get me wrong, just kind of like, what's life about? Do I want to do life right now? I'm not sure. And so he got up, and I woke up kind of thinking like, oh, this is cool, because I don't use an alarm clock. I just use life. I don't know. And then I laid there for 30 minutes, and I was like in and out of sleeping. And so if I wake up at 5 or even a few minutes after to get dressed and then drive to the gym, I feel like I don't have enough time to like come back, take a shower, and then be present with my fam. So I thought, okay, I have a choice. Either I like rush to the gym and really try to get this down, or I take the dog for a walk and I do some exercises at home. I've been working on core stability. That is an area that has been very weak since I had Nola. So I have 5 children, but Nola really, that pregnancy really like weakened my back muscles, my abdominal muscles even more. And I don't have diastasis recti. No, I don't have that where there's like a separation with your muscles. It's just weak. And trying to suck your stomach in or like tense those muscles up, my brain was like, do you even have muscles? Because I'm trying, but nothing's happening. So I knew that I needed to wake them up. And I found this person on Instagram. Maybe Instagram heard me talking about my journey, and they were like, hey, I have a suggestion for you. So this woman did a before and after. She's a PT, physical therapist. And she did a before and after picture. And her before picture kind of reminded me of mine. And she had 3 babies. And then her after picture was like wow, really fantastic. So she gives all these different ideas about how to strengthen your core, not by doing crunches, it's all these different things. So I've been taking her videos and like saving them into the notes section on my phone. And then today I did those, and I'm actually glad I did them at home and not at the gym, just because I'm learning them and whatever. So there's bridges, and there's reverse planks, and there's bird dog, which I didn't know what that was, but you're kind of like on your knees and your hands, and one arm goes out like a bird and the foot goes out like a dog, and then you switch sides. So I love it because it's helping to stabilize things, strengthen my back, my core. I love it so much. So I was very proud of myself for taking that little incremental step and going, okay, I didn't make it for the gym. I'm not going to give up. What can I do instead? And then if there's days that I don't work out, which there's been days that I don't work out, like a lot of days, I don't feel guilty and I don't feel down on myself. I feel kind of disappointed a little bit because of the energy that I get from working out, which is so against what my brain cells would tell me. You would think, oh, if you work out, you're going to be tired. But I 100% working out 3 to 4 days a week, I have seen an amazing change in my just day-to-day stamina, and my day-to-day fatigue is reducing. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So my goal, my hope is just to keep on keeping on and not get caught up in, oh, I didn't go this many days in a row, but just, okay, here's a new day. Let's get it done today. And that's really been freeing for me. Also, I went gluten-free last Monday, so it's been 7 days now. And that has been super awesome. I've been trying to eat better and I don't always succeed at that. And that's another thing. It's like, okay, maybe this didn't go that great right here, but let's try it around on the next time. So I went gluten-free because years ago I had gastroenteritis, and it wreaked havoc to my insides, my gut, my intestinal, all of that. And it can take a really long time to heal. It took me 2 years to heal, but I still have these bouts of time where my stomach's very bloated and it hurts a lot. And those are my symptoms, or maybe feel more on the nauseous side. So I just went, you know what? I just feel terrible. And I'm going to go back to being gluten-free. And I love sourdough. I love bread. I love baking. I love all those things, but I don't like feeling bad. And I just had one of those wild hairs where I thought, let's stop feeling bad today. Sometimes it takes me a long time to get to that point. Like, I like to suffer for some reason, because you feel like, oh, I need the self-control and I don't have it. And so I just thought, please, God, help me. I need help. And I just asked the Lord for strength to get through. And then you get through one day and then you think, okay, can I do it again? And I've been protein crazy. I'm so hungry because carbs for me is like my lifeblood, carbs and gluten and all of that. It keeps me very not hungry. So now I'm like ravenous. I just want to eat all the time, which I looked it up. I said, is this normal? Because I don't remember that in the past. In the past, I just remember feeling terrible and then going gluten-free and feeling better. So it's very normal, I guess. And I've been eating a ton of protein, good fats, eating my veggies. I'm so proud. And I think yesterday, which would have been like day 7-ish, I felt the most non-ravenous, but still hungry. So I ate, and it's just beautiful. I just feel good, you guys. I just feel good. I was editing a video a while ago, and I didn't realize how I sounded so, but I didn't realize that's how I sounded until I was editing that video. And I think a couple of you even mentioned that, like, well, you sound a bit fatigued. So all that to say, I feel really good. And it's like my brain can think. I just feel good. So we'll see if it's the placebo effect. We'll see if this is a lasting thing, because, well, we'll just see. That's all you can do, right? Also, let's talk about this. My new cup that I got at Meijer. Can I just say it's fall vibes left and right? Yes, I brought an open coffee in the car. I need to get one. I don't like those stainless steel coffee mugs that keep your coffee hot. I think it changes the flavor of coffee and it keeps it almost too hot. I don't prefer that. So I haven't spilled yet, which is good, but I just love that cup. Can we just say fall, please? I need you. I need you. I'm gonna go get a blood draw. Saya, my sister, is coming over today. She's gonna be working for me for about 2.5 hours and helping me get stuff done. We're gonna be doing school. I'm gonna bring you along for the day. It's gonna be great. You wanna do it? Let's go. It is July 31st and we have a new bird nest in our tree. There was another one over here. It's these like little turtle doves, I think. And they love this tree. We've had many birds over the years in this tree, but the last nest looked terrible. It was all stringy and crazy. I can't even believe that it held eggs and a bird and life. It was just something else. But we just, Joey, did you notice this one? Were you the one that noticed the bird nest?
Yeah, so first I saw the bird, and I was like, oh, it looks like there's a nest.
Yeah.
It's probably really bad worms.
Maybe. I can barely see it. The other one was right here, and it was so easy to see. And a lot of times they would wait on our roof, and you could see that they noticed us, and we're like, okay, is it safe to come and sit on our nest and do our thing? I know you can't really see it, but it's fun. We love bird nests. They're so cool.
That pokey bush? I don't even have a pokey bush.
Well, that's the question. It's lunchtime. This mama is hungry. Okay, I have spring mix that I got from Sam's Club, and let me just tell you, I love it. And then I bought these tiny little cucumbers. I want to show them to you. I bought this at Costco. It's just a little thing of tiny cucumbers, and I just washed them and then sliced them up onto my salad. Talk about convenient. Sometimes you do need convenient in your life, and that's kind of the season I'm in. And then I got these little peppers too. I'm not going to eat the stem, but I thought I'll just bite into that. I don't even want to cut it. An avocado, and I want to show you what I do to keep my avocado. So I leave the pit in there on the side that I'm done with, and I put that in a jar, of course. Stick that in my fridge and it lasts. If your avocados seem to go bad quickly, you can stick them in the fridge until like the day before you're ready for them. And slightly inconvenient if you really want it right now, but if you think ahead, you know, it works out. I also have some feta cheese. I bought these raw pumpkin seeds, so we'll sprinkle those guys on a good amount, right? To make us all happy. This is my new favorite thing to do. I put basil and I put oregano on my salad. Someone had told me that one time and I was like, that's weird, but really it's not. Like, think Italian dressing, but just some seasoning. I'm gonna salt and pepper that too. And then the dressing that I love, 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 love is olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And then I'll throw on that salt and pepper. If I had an egg, there'd be an egg on here. If I had some beans open, those would be on here. They're not at the moment, but if they were, And yes, this is a ginormous baking bowl because I feel like salad, you know, it's kind of fluffy. Is that the word? And I can't fit very much in a tiny bowl because it's all fluffed up. So I just put it in a big bowl to begin with, and then I feel like this is what works. I'm very excited to eat this. And later on, I might be making up my brown rice and my sweet potato. And then I bought this lentil goodness mixture from Costco. And don't worry about this clock here. That is not the right time. And you can put it over the top of rice. So I thought I would do that. Maybe add an avocado, maybe some cilantro. It's like an Indian kind of lentil goodness. So I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm kind of thinking I want to roast up the sweet potato. I'm gonna go eat this now. Things are always exciting around here. We just had the pest control people come, and let me tell you what, really, really glad they came. So I don't know, I don't wanna go out there, but can you see right there, there's an opening? So he opened it a tiny bit more because we're having these cicada killers that are coming in, and they're big. Actually, I'd show you out there, but I don't wanna go out there because there's just a lot of chemicals going on. They were making a land up in the ceiling. We didn't know that. So he got several of them killed and then put some other stuff up there to help in the future. So we got to figure out a way to close that up. I don't know what that way is going to be, but most likely that's going to take some Googling and some YouTubing, and we'll figure it out because that's just the way it goes. Well, then he comes to the front door and he said, you know, I told you if I found anything that I would let you know and I'd dispose of it for you. So he was spraying and he found a snake in our backyard. And he said I had sprayed it before I saw it, unfortunately. So it was just coiled up and it got kind of mad. So he took care of that snake. And he just told us to look out for spiders. I feel thoroughly, do you get the creepies? You know, when somebody starts talking about bugs and stuff, you're like, I got the creepy crawls. It feels like there's things everywhere. I'm scared. You know, I'm good. Like if the kids are afraid of a bug and I need to take care of it, I do that. No problem. But there's been a lot of bugs lately, and it's just the nature of summer and the weather being what it's been over the last couple weeks. But I'm really glad that they've gotten taken care of, and I appreciate it so much that he got, so they come around with this like web stick thing. It almost looks like a dusting wand, but it's really long on a stick and it's got a hard bristly edge to it. The biggest toilet could get cleaned with that, like the biggest toilet in the world for sure. So it has a special stuff on it, and it goes around to all of the spots where there's webs and there's things going on, bugs and whatever's. So I'm really glad he took care of that, because from the last time we were here, there was a ton more in terms of like webs and little just spideys and treasures. And like I've said before, I think nature is great. We need bugs in our world. Like, what kind of world would we be in if we didn't have the bugs and all of that stuff? There's a whole ecosystem going on around here, but nature doesn't come to our house. Nature stays out there, way far out there. And sometimes they forget and they come over for visits. And I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Whew. So now that I'm thoroughly creeped out, we're gonna stay inside for the day unless we go for a walk, because I don't want any animals, children getting close to anything that's been happening around the house, just chemicals and all that stuff. But another few months, hopefully, that we can just keep on keeping on and doing what we do. The guy was really cool. He showed the kids the cicada killer. There was some dead ones over here, and he picked them up. He has the gloves on, and he showed them their stinger, and he talked about an orb spider that was in the corner, and we saw, what was the other one? There was this other creature. It's like a black and purpley-ish looking color. Definitely flies. Mud dauber, that's what it was. And he showed us the mud dauber. Well, it came and showed itself to us. And then it said, if you ever see like mud areas on your walls or whatever, which we have an old one from a long time ago, that's their little home where they put their eggs, and then they live in the ground. Ew, it's a lot to take in. Anyway, I think we're gonna try to finish up school. My sister was here working, and she got a bunch of stuff printed off for me for school for science. We're using Mystery Science this year, and we've used it in the past, but we're doing like more of the big lessons rather than just the mini lessons. So those take some different paperwork and different things, and I needed a lot printed off because I want to get ahead of the game. So she's kind of taking those and then putting them into sheet protectors so that we're ready. Well, the ink ran out. And I'm a little suspicious about that, because this was like it was supposed to be a longer lasting ink, but it wasn't name brand. It was from Amazon. I think Amazon done lied to me. I saved some money, or maybe we just printed off a lot of papers recently, which we kind of did. So am I crazy enough to try it one more time? Yes, I am, because ink is expensive, yikes. But I gotta get that ordered here so that we can get it done. Also, I have a lot of alsos, oh my gosh. So on my other channel, we go grocery shopping, and I just did a collaboration with Jar of Fireflies, Hannah from Jar of Fireflies. Hello to you if you're watching, Hannah. And she is all about the cold brew and the iced coffees and everything. And I've been thinking about this whole cold brew situation because I think it's deliciously delightful. And it's not overly expensive to get the container, make it yourself. Because I saw it at Aldi, and it was the concentrate where it's already made. And I think it's a great deal. It's just coffee and water. But I'm like, I bet you I could make that myself. So I did go ahead. I was talking to her about it, and I said, I think I need to do it. It's in my cart on Amazon, but I think now it's time to be in my house, at Megan's house. So I ordered it, and I got some glass straws, and I think I got something else. Oh, I got one of those long, it's rose gold colored, like a long teaspoon. I just think I want to feel fancy when I'm mixing up my iced coffee. It's dumb. It was a total impulse buy. Actually, it wasn't an impulse buy, and here's why, because I've been thinking about it for a very long time. And that's how I am. I think about things for months, years, and then I finally go, all right, I'm gonna buy it. I'm not one typically to see something right now and then buy it. Not typically. So anyway, I'm gonna have iced coffee here on Wednesday. And I'll probably just use the coffee that I already have, the coffee grounds, but maybe, I was told to try Black Rifle. That sounds exotic, great. Not exotic at all, it sounds a little good. Strong coffee is what that sounds like. So I might try to buy that. I think I found it at Wally World, and we'll see, maybe that's what I need to do with my life. We are going, my sister is about to leave here, although it sounds like they're having a ton of fun. And I'm gonna finish sweeping up the kitchen. I've been closing the kitchen, closing it for bedtime, closing it after lunch, like completing the entire task. Although today there's been a lot of stops and starts. We had the guy here doing the pest control, and so there was a lot of stopping and starting with that. So I've been trying to sweep the kitchen for like the last 35 minutes and I've barely gotten anything done. So I'm gonna try to do that now and finish that. The task has taken a while today, but I kind of feel like it's a slow, chill day. But yet we're getting things done. Blood draw, check. Pest control, check. My sister getting stuff done, check with the science things. We've already done history for today, and now we're gonna do some of our independent, we call it table school really. My pile of laundry, I just spent, I don't know, an hour folding laundry, and these are all the things that need to be folded. And I left the boys' stuff there doing their own laundry, which is such a help to me. And I know it's gonna be a help to them in their future. I had to show you this though. Okay, we talked about this, I believe we talked about this. This is 8 Sheep Organics. It's a sleepy body lotion. It's like Magnesium. And it's made in the USA, handcrafted, 100% organic. Okay, so I bought this because I was trying to help one of the kids sleep better. Supposedly it can help, but really they needed even more than that. So we were using that Orgain like protein shake. Anyway, this, I just happened to read, I don't even know where. Oh, here it is. On the back, it says, put 2 to 3 tablespoons of lotion to areas of pain, tension, or cramping for a restful night's sleep. And I've gone through this whole miscarriage thing, and I have been kind of crampy. And today I was just sitting down there folding laundry with the kids, watching a show, and I thought, man, I just don't feel great. No joke, I just put this on. Within like 2 minutes, it's pretty much gone. Is this some kind of voodoo? Is this some kind of magic? What the what? This is so cool. Because typically I just suffer through pain, but sometimes if it's just too annoying, I will take some medication for it. And I just thought, okay, well, let's just try. I'm a believer. Make up my own song. Actually, the other day, what was it? My neck was kind of hurting. I like sat weird or something. You know you're old when you sit weird, and now you're like in pain for the rest of the day. As kids, man, I watch my kids sit in the weirdest positions and they're just fine. Not me. I used this on my neck and then that pain went away. So I don't think it's placebo effect. I don't think it's voodoo. I'll link it below if you want to give it a try, but it's just like body aches and tension and cramping and bada bing, bada bacon. I'm really digging it. It's organic mango butter, organic coconut oil, magnesium chloride, distilled water, organic beeswax, and organic plant-based essential oils. Keeps for 2 to 3 months or up to 6 months refrigerated. This was one of those things where Facebook and Instagram kept popping up. They have stuff for babies, and then they have stuff for older kids and adults. And I just kept seeing it and thinking, maybe this could help. And then finally one day I just bought it, and the kids really love the smell. This one's vanilla and it smells divine, and it feels very good going on. I can't say that I've been using it on them. I put it on my feet, and then I put socks on, when you want to get all, nicey nice feet. But now that I'm using it on aches and pains and cramping, wow, I'm really shocked. Thank you. Brown rice time. This is the first time I've actually ever made brown rice. And I'm not only making it for the first time, but I'm making it in the pressure cooker for the first time. I've made white rice a gajillion times, but this time, brown. This is going to take grams or cups. I'll put both measurements in the description box if you want to try it. And I'm going to do 200 grams or 1 cup of the brown rice. This is like organic, long grain awesomeness. And then 250 grams of water or a cup of water. So equal parts are going into this guy. This particular recipe didn't say to salt the water, which I don't know. I want to follow the recipe, but I usually salt mine, so I'm a little hesitant to not. You convinced me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to salt it just slightly. I think it's good. I do. Okay, 250. Just a little dinkle, nothing crazy. You can totally use chicken broth, vegetable broth, bone broth, that kind of thing in here. And I have done that before, but I'm not doing that today. We're gonna lid it, we're gonna close the vent, and then I gotta remember how many minutes. I think it's 20, but I don't know. 15 minutes high, then we're gonna 5-minute natural release it, because we want this guy to be el natural, and then we'll do a quick release, fluff it up, the world's your oyster. Sweet potato, I'm just going to peel it, dice it, oven, 450, 20 minutes, olive oil, salt and pepper before you put it in there. If you wanna get crazy, a little everything seasoning, If you wanna get really crazy, you can put a little everything bagel seasoning on there. That's one, that's good. Since I'm gonna be doing it with like a lentil, Indian inspired lentil goodness, I wanna keep the flavors chillaxed, so I'm not gonna do that. Sweet potatoes were really awesome when I was nursing my babies, and it helps to keep your milk supply up. I don't know why, but it worked for me. There's this kind of like wintry squash mix at Costco that I want to try. I'm just not ready for it yet, but it looks like everything's already diced up, and you just throw it on a pan and roast it, and I'm all about that. Let's see how my brown rice done did. Ooh, it smells good. Ooh, it feels like it should. You know, brown rice has kind of a heartierness to it than white rice. So a little bit of oomph to it is kind of normal in my opinion. At least from when I get it at Chipotle, you know? But yeah, that seems really good. I'm actually gonna leave the lid on and let it do its thing. My sweet potatoes are done, and now I'm gonna heat up that lentil goodness. I'll show it to you. Here's what I'm making I got this from Costco. It's lentils, red beans, and spices simmered in a creamy tomato sauce. Vegetarian. Oh, it's kosher. Cool. Okay, I'm learning about these symbols. The grocery haul collab that I did with Jar of Fireflies, Hannah over there, she talked about some different things to look at. There's really not too many crazy things in there. Water, black lentils, red kidney beans, cream, tomato paste, dried onion, butter, oil, salt, cumin, chili, ginger. So you just grab the pack, and then we're gonna heat it up over yonder and eat it. Over the rice, I don't know. I really feel like I wanna put some avocado and maybe cilantro on there if I'm feeling crazy, which I am. So I'm gonna do it. It smells really good. It looks, I mean, I like to stay honest. It doesn't look pretty. I'll be really clear about that, but it smells really good. I'm actually really shocked. This is my maybe medium-ish pot, and I would say that looks like one serving to me, but it's supposed to be 2. I guess I'm just gonna get a lot of goodness, because I'm probably gonna eat all of that easily. Looky there, we got the rice, sweet potatoes, we've got the lentil goodness, avocado, a little cilantro. How about we give it a try? Yes! My kitchen's a bit noisy right now. I got something on the stove, I got something in the microwave, I got people singing, I got the TV going. Can you hear me? I hope you can. Okay, how do we do this goodness? Oh, please don't burn me. Alright. Get the cilantro on the next bite. Love the lentil. You guys were right. Oh, it's so good. The sweet, everything is so, I love all the textures going on. You got the smooth, you got the kind of, how would you describe roastiness of the sweet potato? Got a little bit of the crunch with the brown rice. A nice, almost like an Indian chili type of thing, but meat-free. This is very good. Highly recommend Can you believe the goodness that I'm eating right now? The amount of protein, the amount of fiber, the amount of vitamins and goodnesses that are going in. Oh, I love it. And I love, like, the brown rice is going to be very filling. The avocado, great healthy fat, going to be doing good too. This was very good. Easy, lots of little pieces, but this would be a great thing to meal prep for sure. You get your big old, get 2 sweet potatoes, get some brown rice in your fridge made up already. The lentils, you just heat it up. And then an avocado, slice it in half, throw it on top, a little salt and pepper, I would suggest. If you don't have cilantro, don't eat it, it's fine. They're getting crazy over there. I just got home from running an errand, and I got an email that there was an update to my like health app. Whenever something happens at the doctor or results come in, if it's not something they need to call me on first, it'll pop up in my app, and then I can go and look at it, and it's great. I love being able to see it. So I got the email with my HCG results, and you guys, I am down to 4, and 0 is really where we want to be. So I am so close, and I bet you if I did another blood draw in a couple days, I would be down to 0. I am going to obviously need to wait on the doctor. Probably his nurse will call me and tell me what's next, but I imagine that this was my last blood draw. I'm really quite certain of it, but we will find out. Maybe tomorrow they'll call me. This is so exciting, you guys. I mean, for such like a not cool situation and not fun at all, it's relieving to know that there was no intervention. I didn't have to do a DNC. I didn't have to take the shot that was supposed to help get everything cleared out. Like, my body naturally took care of things, and I'm very, very grateful for that. So thank you guys for coming on that miscarriage journey with me. It has been something, but I think we're in the right direction and moving onward. So I am going to go inside. It's just about 7:15, and I have redone our nightly bedtime routine because I'm one of those people, like, when I see a problem, I gotta fix it. Anybody else? Like, fix it. Anybody else, you just got to fix the problem. I got to fix it. And I've noticed that our kids are going to bed later and later. And our oldest, that's fine. He goes to bed when he's ready. Although there have been a few times where he has said, man, I just feel really tired, even though I sleep. And I'm thinking that it's summertime and they've been staying up later, and that affects them. So the girls, who are 6, just turned 5, and 2, I think they need more sleep than what they're getting. And so I have got this plan. Nola is the hardest one to get down, our youngest. That transition to sleeping is hard for her. She can go to sleep fine, but it's the getting her to that point that can be hard. We read our books, we sing our songs, we go potty, we brush our teeth, we get a drink, we pray, we sing, we read books, all that. And it's still just hard. But what I've decided is every 15 minutes, I get a new kid, and they get 2 books, they get a song, we pray. Obviously, they've changed into jammies, gone potty, brushed their teeth before that. And then they go into their room. So Nola goes first because she takes a little bit of loving. She gets her loving on. And around 7:15, like, I'm getting her ready. And then around 7:30, I'm getting the next one, and so on. It's not the exact time. But today, I really noticed it with Johanna, who is 6.5. So usually when she wakes up, she's got like that face, like, I've been in a dead sleep. Where am I? What am I doing? And this morning I noticed her face looked very relaxed. And she said, I did not put this in her mind at all. She just said, I felt really good when I woke up. I felt really awake. And I thought, oh, well, it's because we went to bed at a good time last night and the night before. And then tonight we're going to give it another go. My only little bit of a fear is that in the past, they have not slept as long if they go to bed earlier. Like, they wake up earlier. And right now I'm going to the gym, and not that Marcus can't do it, but he totally can, and he does it. But I would prefer that they sleep till 6:30 at least. When they start getting to like the 5:30, that's not very fun for us. So making sure they have enough exercise during the day, which I think they did. And then just doing what we got to do. Last night, when it was the boys' turn to have their moment, sometimes Marcus reads to them, and that's kind of fun. But last night, Israel wanted to read The Hobbit to us. We've been going through it because whenever he gets to a certain part and it correlates with the movie, we go watch the movie. So we're getting closer and closer to being able to watch the second movie. He's already seen them. He's actually already read all of this, but he wants to read it again. And I'm like, I'm not stopping you. Yes, let's do that. So tonight we'll probably read some more of The Hobbit. We did that earlier today too. And Ezra can pick out a book if he wants and a song, and he likes to be prayed for and all that. So, it's going to be a good night. But I am so happy about my numbers going down and happy about all my yummy food I had today and being able to exercise. It's just been good. Having my sister here to help is so, so nice. She's getting all those little things done for me that have piled up and that sit in the back of my mind. And I go, I'm only one person and I just need some help. And she has been that for me. So, I like it. Today's been a good day. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope that you're doing well. I'm gonna let you go and I will talk with you guys really soon. Toodaloo. Bye.